pressed the wrong button. I almost pressed the wrong one. No. Been waiting for this video for a whole 2 weeks. Song transitions playlist? Yeah. From Nexpo with Love and Banana Bread.
There's something inherently eerie about an audio recording. The idea of listening in on a horrifying incident, a freak accident, a glance into someone's life that feels so close, yet so incredibly distant. Across the internet, there are countless disturbing happenings that have been recorded, media that we can readily view anytime we want. Yet tonight, I'd like to share with you 3 stories, not of which we can say, but of those we can't.
I most certainly will. I would mock you. Chapter 1. Where are you?
It's a stormy night. August 24th, 2019. A woman named Deborah Stevens is out delivering newspapers before the world begins to wake. It's loud and intensely dangerous. As she's driving, her car suddenly begins to hydroplane. Yet instead of regaining control, the waters around her rapidly rise, sweeping her car off the road and pinning it against nearby trees. Realizing that she's in danger, she immediately calls her mother-in-law, panicking, pleading for any sort of help. She's informed to call the police. Surely emergency services can help her out of this, right? And so, she situates herself, dials 911, and explains to dispatch
She does not look different.
the following.
Man, hydroplaning is scary. I need food full screen. It's rice and chicken with potato and banana bread.
911, where's your emergency?
I have an emergency, a severe emergency. I'm in a flooding. My car veered off the road while I was doing my newspapers, and I'm flooded over here on the end of Kincaid, and it's all the way up to my windows, and I can't get out, and I'm scared to death, ma'am.
Why? The hell is it's food. It's a whole lot of milk. And a whole lot of barely any banana bread. Embarrassing, huh? A whole lot of banana bread.
Can you please help me really
I
bad?
need you to calm down. I need you to tell me where you are.
I don't know, ma'am. I'm on the end of Kincaid down here by these apartments. There's some apartments on Kincaid. I don't know what they're called.
What color
Off
is your
Park
vehicle?
Avenue. On the other side of Kincaid, at the very end of Kincaid Street, there's some apartments. And I
Right.
thought
Do you have a dark blue car is what I'm asking you? What color is your vehicle?
Yeah, dark. It's gray SUV, lady. The motor's all the way up to my windows.
Okay, hold on for me. Don't hang up.
Man, you can watch
Am
whatever
I not
you
on the phone
want.
with you trying to get you some help?
Yes, but
Free
I
will.
need somebody to get me out before I die. I'm sorry.
You're not going to die. I don't know why you're freaking out. It's okay. I know the water level is high.
No, this dispatch
I
is
understand
crazy.
That, but you're freaking out doing nothing but losing your oxygen up in there, so just calm down.
But are they not going to come get me?
You said what? I'm sorry?
When are they going to be here?
As soon as they get there.
Or how long is that going to be before I die?
Yeah, I know.
As Deborah pleads for her life,
There's so
it
much
starts to become
attitude.
evident that the operator, a woman named Donna Renault, is becoming a bit annoyed with her demeanor. As we know, this is the absolute worst time, the worst line of work even,
Donna is
to
a
let emotion
torta.
cloud your judgment. Deborah needs help. So where in the world is it?
Aggravated torta. Why does she have the torta rage? What is that, man?
Man, it's getting all the way up to my chest, and
I know the water's up to your chest. Just stay on the phone with me, and I have an officer in the fire department coming out to you. So just hold on, okay?
Thank you. I'm sorry if I'm rude, but
Glad I
I'm
get
You're
sleep.
not rude. I know you're scared. Just calm down for me.
I'm scared. I've never had anything like this happen to me before.
Well, this will
I'm scared.
teach you next time. Don't drive in the water.
Yo,
Couldn't see it, ma'am. I'm sorry.
Yo.
I don't see how you didn't see it. You had to go right over it. So
No, ma'am. I was in the truck. I was in a parking lot. There was no water where I was at.
okay.
And when I got to the end of the parking lot, I was
Why is
looking
she
for the
like
road to
this?
get out into the main road. When I got to the main road, it was too late. There was water, and I couldn't see it fast enough.
The water just didn't appear.
As this call continues, it's evident that Renault isn't taking her seriously. A woman trapped and unable to escape her vehicle is reportedly only equivalent to the priority of a stalled vehicle. It's only midway through this call when it's finally escalated. But even then, crucial minutes have already bled by. Deborah Stevens, as we know, is running out of time.
Ma'am, please.
Hold on for me. Hold on. Ladder 2.
Oh, my God.
when you gotta roll the dice to get a good operator, you call 911?
Okay, I know. Listen to me. They are in the
No
area.
way.
They are trying to find you. They cannot find you right now. I'm trying to ping where you are, so do not hang up because this 911 call is helping me ping your location. So don't hang up on me. Okay, where are you moving to? Tell me where it's going. Okay, tell me where you are.
This is the worst one.
Listen to me. Hold on.
Listen to me. Where are you going? I can't breathe. Where are you going? Please breathe and tell me where you're going.
Deborah
Holy.
Stevens, following this call, wouldn't make it out alive. And her vehicle, a tomb, swept away in one of the most heartbreaking freak accidents that I have ever listened to. About 10 minutes after this call ended, rescuers were finally able to make their way to her. However, by then, it was far too late. As it turned out, she had drowned inside, and a mother, a daughter, a friend who was simply out delivering newspapers to the public had undeservingly lost her life.
A newspaper delivery woman. Are there cars that go in like float mode?
Next tonight, the 911 outrage. A dispatcher on her final shift taking a call from a woman stranded in her car as floodwaters rise. She panics, but it's what the
In the following months, it was found that Donna Renault was coincidentally working her final shift after having submitted her 2 weeks' notice 13 days prior. To call it like it is,
Just saying yes?
she displayed a remarkable lack of compassion towards someone in such a dire situation, constantly scolding and belittling Deborah in the final moments of her life. Never once did she render any sort of legitimate advice to keep her from panicking. A massive mistake, especially considering that she was dying.
The backside of these apartments over here, where these people are at, they can all see me. They're all standing out there watching.
Miss Debbie, you're gonna have to shut up, okay? I need you to listen. Listen to me.
Yo! Okay. Does she get fired or what?
Surprisingly, after an internal investigation, it was found that no policies were broken. No criminal action had
I'm
taken
gonna need
place.
you to shut up,
None of
Debbie.
what Donna Renault had done or said had violated anything. In essence, she had gotten off scot-free. And in her wake, A family devastated and shattered by an accident that never should have happened. Much like with Loretta Pickard, the Deborah Stevens tragedy is equal parts heartbreaking and frustrating. Both were, even if in part, victims of external circumstance. Both were helpless as they were slowly consumed by the predicament around them. Both of them should still be here today.
Oh yeah, Loretta was the fire.
Yet they aren't.
The firemen wouldn't go in because they were putting out a small fire near the woods instead of saving her. Crazy.
We'll return after these messages.
Alright guys, before we continue, I'd like to talk about tonight's video sponsor, Factor. Alright, so I won't lie,
No way, he
I'm
even
a
has
pretty big
timestamps.
Uber Eats guy. When I'm caught up with work and don't have the time to make the... All it takes is 2 minutes in the microwave,
You don't
and bam,
skip.
dinner's ready. Head to Factor 75, dinner's ready.
Wait, how is this dinner? It's like a snack. It looks like there's barely any quinoa or corn or grain, and then like one chicken wing. How's that dinner?
Head to factor75.com or click the link below and use code 50NEXPO to get 50% off plus free shipping on your first Factor box.
You aren't
Once
supposed to
again,
eat a
that's
lot.
code
What do you mean?
50NEXPO at
Do you mean?
factor75.com to get 50% off plus free shipping on your first box. Thank you so much to Factor for sponsoring tonight's video. Now let's get back to it.
How do you go to sleep? How do you go to sleep comfortable if you have no food? No food. No dinner. Look at my dinner, man. This is mine.
WNBC TV in New York.
This is mine. Bunch of rice, potatoes, and chicken. Eating right now.
The year is 1986, and on WNBC New York, a reporter named Jane Dornacker is giving her daily traffic report. Once a musician and an actress, she had found her home here in her late 30s, enthusiastically providing updates about accidents, traffic jams, what have you, to the affiliated Joey Reynolds radio show. For her, the news media was a job secure and consistent. So what could possibly, if ever, go wrong?
What could go wrong? Ooh, I love that building.
At 4:44 in the afternoon on
No idea what
October
it's called.
22nd, 1986, an Instrom F-28F helicopter operated by a company called Spectrum takes off for their daily WNBC traffic analysis. On board was 39-year-old Jane Dornacker, joined by a 30-year-old captain, Bill Pate. The flight, like so many others, was meant to be unremarkable. However, what neither of them knew was that a maintenance engineer had installed the wrong clutch to it. A severe oversight that has the potential to cause a complete loss of power to the aircraft's rotor blades.
Oh, that's kind of crazy.
Nevertheless, the engineer was highly experienced. The helicopter appeared ready to go. However, over the next 2 minutes after takeoff, something would go horribly wrong.
Okay, here's Jane Dornacker now on the helicopter.
Thank you very much, Joy. There was indeed an accident southbound on the Major Deegan at the Marshallou Parkway, an serious accident involving a tractor-trailer and a car. It has been pushed off to the shoulder, but now watch out there now, because another flatbed truck is going to have to come to clear it, so yield right of way. Northbound on the BQE, we spotted that disabled vehicle in the right-hand lane before the Kiosko, not causing much of a backup, but further northbound there on the BQE, traffic is very heavy past the Kiosko all the way over to the LIE. The outbound Holland Tunnel, extra heavy for you right now. Earlier there was a car fight.
In the following months, it was found that Donna Renault was coincidentally working her final
Bro,
shift after having submitted
water
her 2
bottle
weeks
fell on my
notice
keyboard.
13 days prior. To
You missed nothing.
the years about actually in 440 F Heli 39 was that the engineer was
Yeah, I'm about to
Serious
lose it all.
accident involving a truck. because Moscow not causing much of a backup, but further northbound there on the BQE, traffic is very heavy past the
They pressed the
all the way
one.
over to the LIE. The outbound Holland Tunnel extra heavy for you right now. Earlier there was a car fire at Hudson and Canal Street. It has been cleared about heading to New Jersey. The outbound Lincoln Tunnel looks a lot better for you in New Jersey. Get the water! Get the water! Get the water!
At this moment, the helicopter had struck the chain link fence of a nearby pier after rapidly nosediving and had crashed into the Hudson River. And stunned and completely confused, Joey Reynolds continues in hopes of quelling panic.
Okay, we're going to play some music here, I think. Find out what's going on with the helicopter. There's something happened there. It's 4:45, 16 till 5 on WNBC on the Joey Reynolds Show. We're taking an helicopter report from Jane Dornacker. Let's check in, see how they're doing there, and then we'll come right back at you.
Will I just play music?
Nothing happened with Jane. We had a helicopter report from the N-copter. Of course, you know, once before we had this happen. A few months ago, she went down in the drink. Not she, I mean, she has a pilot. But this time she said, hit the water, something like that. So we're going to find out what's going on there, so stay tuned. We hope nothing, say a little prayer. Hope nothing's wrong. That's really
Say a little prayer. The chicken is spicy. I feel that later.
Airlines Hawaii. 8 days, 7 nights for only $559.
We'll take you back downstairs to Jerry, and we will stay up here and have reports for you as we can bring them to you. Jerry?
It's McDonald's 31st anniversary. And
Cargoes of food and medicine have been flown to famine-stricken southern Sudan. The first flights...
Good evening. The Mets even the World Series. We'll have team coverage of their incredible comeback in Boston.
But first, we have a grim development in a tragedy that struck us here at NBC today, a tragedy heard by millions. WNBC traffic reporter Jane Dornacker has been pronounced dead. Her pilot remains in critical condition tonight.
The pilot survived.
For 15 minutes, the aircraft sat submerged in 20 feet of water, and the occupants inside, helpless as they struggled to comprehend the reality that they found themselves thrown in. Through no fault of their own, the aircraft's Sprag clutch had failed, causing the rotor blades to completely seize up and leaving them with no other option but to plunge downward, down to the depths below. The pilot, Bill Pate, was severely injured from this accident. However, Jane Dornacker wasn't quite so lucky. The strangest part about this entire situation is that this wasn't even Dornacker's first encounter inside of a falling aircraft, as only 6 months prior, a helicopter that she was on board, again, had fallen from the sky. Following her death, Joey Reynolds and the entire staff at WNBC were in complete shock. However, none of it compared to the loss that was experienced by Dornacker's 16-year-old daughter, Naomi. Just 3 months prior, she had lost her father, and out of nowhere, now had to contend with the loss of the only other parent in her life. An unimaginable heartbreak, especially for someone at such a young age. In the end, Naomi was given a $325,000 settlement from a wrongful death lawsuit with Spectrum Helicopters, a sum equal to nearly $1 million today. But even still, her life was completely shattered. She had lost everyone she loved, and she ultimately became an orphan through no fault of her own. This incident all around is one of the most heartbreaking cases that I have ever researched, and I can't even begin to imagine the horror that Jane felt in her final moments. All it took was one single maintenance mistake to flip an entire family's life upside down, and I truly hope that today,
Milan? No.
Naomi is at least doing okay.
I did not see that, no. Unless it was that thing we were watching where we talking about some sort of accelerator. Chapter 3. This is the final chapter. Lock in. Lock in.
It's June 2016. The world is ensnared in politics. Harambe takes over the internet. And over on YouTube, a user named Sir Daniel Fortesque uploads a video depicting a strange, eerie radio broadcast. His recording is only a minute and a half in length. However, in the description, he provides us with some context. My name is Cody E., and I'm a swing shift security guard at a bank management building located in Utah. Inside the security office is an old AM/FM radio that belongs to my supervisor, who listens to talk shows during his daytime shift. On June 16th, 2016, I was killing time before I got off work and began to play with the old radio. It was set to AM stations, and while turning the knob, scanning through stations, I came across a very creepy broadcast. After listening to it for about a minute and a half, I quickly grabbed my cell phone and began to record the audio. I could hear two voices during the broadcast. The first and most often heard is of a woman crying, in to me what sounds like fear or agony. While the woman's crying and speaking, you can hear faint words spoken from another woman or girl who sounds younger. I wrote down what I believe I hear the voices say in the recording, but if you hear something different or could make sense of audio I couldn't understand, feel free to leave it in the comments and tell me what you think of it. I don't post videos to YouTube normally, and I don't focus this channel on anything specific. I simply recorded this video from an experience I had at work and was asked by my friend to post the recording here.
It's time.
Thank you.
The voices.
The following is the OP's recording.
To this day.
Full scale. Wanting Brady.
To the right. That is a mess. That is a mess.
This broadcast, as we could hear, initially sounds like some sort of voicemail. A woman cries, pleads, begs for mercy. Yet throughout the entire recording, we never hear a response from whoever she's supposedly talking to. What is she crying about? Who is she? And what in the world is going on? Looking up specific words from the broadcast turns up nothing. A recording of a movie or TV show? A nearly impossible dead end. This audio just exists, cast out into the endless void of the internet for all of us to chew on and to become intensely creeped out by.
It is kind of weird.
5 years ago, we dove into the bizarre mystery of Portland's 96.7 FM and the strange broadcasts that were emanating from it for over a year. Throughout my video, we narrowed the culprit down to a nonprofit called the Community Alliance of Tenants, whom, as expected, denied any involvement with it. While that's so, In that case, we were at least given a call sign, something to chew on to take the investigation deeper. Yet here, nothing. All we have is an eerie voice muddled in static, and a general location far too broad to narrow down. Given the nature of shortwave radio stations and how anyone can broadcast anything on them given the proper equipment, I do believe that this has the potential to be someone messing around. But then again, what if it isn't? I'm curious if any of you remember anything like this taking place around Utah in 2016. I have a funny feeling that someone out there has some sort of recording related to this, and this is precisely where I need your help. What truly is the context here? What in the world is she pleading for? And most importantly,
why?
Who exactly is the woman on the radio?
What? Come on, man. The investigation didn't happen yet. Still too early.
Audio. A medium so intimate, so familiar, so intensely unsettling. A frontier where we as onlookers can allow our minds to wander, filling in the gaps of lost information with always the worst case scenario. Tonight, you and I dove into 3 cases of the darkest audio on the internet. I hope you all enjoyed this. This was different, nice. I know. But if you have any other suggestions for cases that would fit this mold, feel free to send them over to dtfaisubmissions@gmail.com.
DTFAI.
Once again, that's dtfaisubmissions@gmail.com. Thank you all so much for watching. I'll see you soon. I love you all. And good night.
And good night. There's a whole team.
Dornacker was a familiar voice to commuters with her traffic reports, and this was her second crash. The first one was in April when her chopper went down in the Hackensack River near Richfield Park, New Jersey. Tonight at St. Vincent's Hospital, concerned colleagues of Dornacker showed up to learn what they could.
Everyone at WNBC is shocked and very saddened.
That sucks. $11 million. Too bad I already watched that.